Hello everyone, good morning. This week we are trying to learn still life, and this still life is very easy. We are drawing a cup and two cherries. And first, for the cup, I'm drawing a baseline horizontal and then two vertical lines because we are drawing cup in a cylindrical shape. So for the upper part, for the mouth of the cup, I'm using two curved lines, and then for the lower part, because it's a cylindrical shape, so I'm using again one more curved line for the base. And I'm not using here any scale. If you want to use any scale or any other help, you can use. And for the handle is like in question mark sign. So first the horizontal two lines, then the standing lines, and then two curved lines, a slant line. Okay, now you can perfect your drawing, erase the rough lines and just create fair and single line. And now we will use two circles for cherries, and they are in front of the cup, so they will overlap the cup a little bit. The shape of the cherries are not perfectly the oval circle shape, they are a little bit oval. And now we will erase the cup part which is inside the drawing of the cherries. This is very easy drawing. Now we will learn or practice the shading part with colors, light and shade also. Our light source is from right side, so shadow will form on the left side, opposite side, and all shades will be on the left side. Now for the cup, I'm using brown shades, and for cherries I'm using red, maroon, shades of red. And in brown shades I'm using buff color. Buff is a little light brown with white color for the highlights, and the burnt sienna I'm using, and a little bit dark brown color. See, I'm using shades of brown color for the cup. You can use any color, but use 2-3 shades of any color. And now I'm using light color on the lighter side from where the light is coming, and on the part on which part the light is falling. So always start from the light side. We can start from the dark side also, but we always use lighter color first. So color the half mug or half cup in light color, then half I'm using light brown color, and we will overlap the buff color with the light brown color. And look, there are two shades now. And now we will use burnt sienna color in the rest of the area and half overlap the light brown color. So look, we created two more shades by overlapping. When they overlap any other color, so they create another shade of that color. So we are just applying the color. We are not blending here. We are not mixing here. Just we are overlapping the color and applying the color. After putting all the color, after applying, we will see the shades, but we will blend them because we don't need these lines, the division of these colors. So now first I'm starting from the darker color, so I'm applying dark brown half on the burnt sienna, and then burnt sienna to blend the darker brown with it to make a different shade. And then I'm using light brown color to blend the burnt sienna. Always use lighter color to blend the darker color. This is the technique. This is my technique, and you can apply your technique And now to blend the light brown color, we will use buff color, or you can use white color as well. See the difference? There is no line now. The lines are gone, they merged with the color. And at the end we will use a little bit whiter color, but before this I will color the handle because the left side is darker. So I am using light brown color on the handle's inside line, and then I am using white color to highlight the light area. Now the dark line on the inside line of the handle, and in the inside of the cup I am using that same light brown or the buff color, but the right side should be dark because light is the cup wall is covering the light, so there should be darker, and on the opposite side, the left side, should be lighter. Okay, so in the center we will blend the color, and then on the cherries we are using scarlet color first. Scarlet is lighter than the red color. We are not using any orange color here. We are using the shades of red. Scarlet for center part. Just apply on this, just like last week we did in the grapes. Center part should be lighter and then the darker one. Now I'm applying red color and just blend it with the scarlet color. Then we will use maroon color. Maroon is the dark red color. After blending, so now we are showing the lightest color on the right side and dark color on the left side. So I am applying maroon color on the left side to show the darker part, and I am blending it with the color. And scribbling technique means a little pressure and circular motion. Now blend the color with scarlet again, and now I'm using Persian blue. When we need darker red color, we add Persian blue for the darker shades, and then we will blend again with the maroon color, the Persian color. And a little bit white color to give highlight. And then second cherry, we'll start the same process with light color, scarlet, and then red, and here we are not using any outline, anything. So if you want to outline it, so outline it before coloring. After coloring you can't color it, but you can apply the technique of dark color pencil. You can outline with a dark color pencil. The technique will be same. On the darker part we will use a little bit Persian blue to make it more dark. And these colors are same for the apple. You can use same colors for the apple. And now again we will blend with the scarlet again, and then the highlight part, and then we will color the green color on these twigs, and then we will use a little bit brown and grey for the shadows. First we will use light grey color, and then we will use a little bit dark grey, and then black color. You need to practice it and keep trying the mixing and blending color. Hope you will try it, and you must try this. Thank you.